Hello and welcome to the Christmas special of Baking Bread. Now for this episode, because it is our Christmas special, of course we're going to be creating some really winter warmer dishes. Now our first dish is going to be a really succulent beef casserole, and as a dessert we're going to be making and baking some mince pies. So let's get started with the beef casserole. Now to get this going, we're obviously going to be getting some beef, but we can't eat it like this yet. We've obviously got to cook it first. So let's get this beast open. So we just get a knife and just pierce straight into the packaging. But please be careful. If you are under 18, please get a parent or guardian to do that for you. Now just get that right the way open there. But before you do that, you actually need to turn on the hob. So just switch it all the way to the highest setting. Doesn't really matter. Be fine. Get the frying pan. It's the main kitchen apparatus. Just one like this will do, not a problem. Chuck it on the hob like that and simply apply the beef to it. But you've got to add extra virgin olive oil first. This is key to making this beef cook at a great heat. So let's just add this on. Once you've allowed the oil to heat up in the pan, add the beef and leave to cook until the meat is brown throughout. Then we'll move on to the veg, starting with the carrots. Okay, so let's just get a knife. Go and just start cutting these, just simple cutting motion, just get that knife in there, get these cutting. All of these vegetables will infuse inside the stew. And just imagine with that beef as well, get a nice concoction of flavours in there. Carrots are actually one of my favourite vegetables. It's actually a myth that you can see better at night with carrots. It's actually a myth, it's not true. There we go. So now what you must do is actually check that the carrot is ripe and ready to go, and that is good. That is good. There we go. Along with the carrots, you will need a handful of potatoes, 1 swede, 1 onion, and a leek. Good, so we've got the water boiling, we've got the veg on the side, beef ready to go. What we're going to do now, we're going to add in all of the vegetables that we've got straight into the pan. So just chuck those in, carrots, potatoes, swede, all going in. So make sure that's all in. Just give that a bit of a stir. Just mix that around. And once that's done, we're going to be adding in the beef stock. Now this is great for gravies, for stews, for soups, and in particular for this dish, beef casseroles. So once that's done, just add it all in, or as much as you feel necessary. Once that's done, there we go, nice and gloopy, just get it in. Lovely, great. In fact, just check it all in. So once that's done, lovely, put that to one side, and then add the favourite bit, the meat. Chuck that in, lovely, jubbly. Give that a bit of a stir, and then leave that to simmer for about an hour or two. And then what you should have is a fantastic beef casserole. Now, mince pies are a fantastic treat at Christmas, which is why we're going to be baking them here on the Christmas special of Baking Bread. So, to get started, what we need is some butter, some flour, some golden sugar, and of course, the mincemeat as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off by adding about 3/4 of this jar that I've got here filled with the flour. Just add this in, so about 3/4 of it will go into the jar. So just add most of it in, just like so. There we go. Now, there we go. So once that's done, that bit of a mix, there we go, lovely. Now you are going to get really dirty with this, so just bear that in mind. Now add in not much sugar. I'd say well, just about 100 grams worth. Say about that. That's great, lovely. And then add in all of this butter, 225 grams worth. When everything's in the bowl, mix it all together until you reach a doughy texture. Okay, so once that's done, just move that to one side, and then just get the flour. Just get a bit, literally just sprinkle it on, la-di-da, lovely, just so it doesn't stick to the counter, because what we're going to do next is roll the pastry onto this counter to make it nice and thin, ready to cut out from mince pies. So there we go, that'll do. Lovely jubbly. Just move some stuff aside, put that over there. And then literally just grab the pastry from the bowl, just slap it on there. Lovely. Get that on, get it nice and steady, and then just move that over there. And then just start rolling it out. There we go. Get it as thin as you can. Really put your back into it, lovely. But don't stretch it too far because it'll start to break, as you can already see around the edges. So try and get all the way around, not just the middle. And try and stretch it out as far as you can. So as you can see, it's just broke this. So what you need to do is roll it up again, bring it down, move this about, just so it doesn't stick, and then just carry on rolling that through. Lovely. So once you've done that, what you need to do is start cutting these out. So you can use anything, you can use a proper cutter. I'm just gonna look for something here. I think this should do fine. Just start cutting these out. There we go, just like so. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle, and then there you go. You've got your one little base there. Just carry on doing that. So you've got a nice, thick, buttery base. There we go, so there's 4 there. And then what you can do, just use the rest of it to carry on rolling. There we go, get some more flour in there. If you do feel like you need some more, just chuck some more on, lovely. Great. Roll that up into a ball, chuck that on, and then just carry on. Great, there we go. Just make as much use of the pastry as you can, because you don't want any going to waste. So once you've greased the baking tray and you've cut all of your circles out, what you can do then is start putting them in. So just pick one up, put it in, just dab around the edges so it reaches all the sides. And just do that until they're all full. And you've got a nice deep base which will be ready for you to put your mincemeat in. Just make sure that you fill all the edges of the tray. Here we go. Finish off filling all the pastries with the mincemeat. Place the smaller lids on top of the pies, and then lightly paste whisked egg yolk over the top of each pie to give a golden shimmer. When they're all ready, place the pies into the oven for 25 minutes. And there we are, a rustic batch of mince pies. And to go with it, a beef casserole. You can't get better than that. So, let's take it to the table.